Hello, 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 hello. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 easy steps you can do to assure your self-care doesn't circle the drain while your time and energy is being swallowed up caring for someone else. Hi, I'm Jen with Fit Body Fat Life. If you're struggling with how to prioritize your own self-care, this video will walk you through exactly what you need to do so you can be successful and begin building momentum towards feeling better in your body. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do to guarantee your own self-care is to adjust your expectations. It's really easy to let guilt, shame, and frustration creep in when you know what to do, but just can't seem to do it. You're often your own worst enemy on this as you set your sights on grandiose plans to make right now changes and instant results. I get it. Truth is, nobody wants to wait for a change to feel better, right? But because grandiose ideas feel so daunting, it's easy to just give up, to throw in the towel for the time being, telling yourself you'll get to it when things change, maybe when you're no longer someone's caregiver. No one, until they've lived it, understands your level of busy. I know I didn't until I was in the thick of it caring for Papa in his last few months with us. So set yourself up for success by acknowledging that your journey will be very different than anyone else's you see around you or on social media. It'll likely be much slower, and most people just aren't going to understand. But that's okay. You are doing an incredible job, and you deserve to feel your best while doing it. So now that you've adjusted your expectations, it's time for step 2, to take stock. Really, this is a two-parter. Taking stock of your normal and writing down things that make you feel your absolute superhero best, right? Superheroes? Love the power pose. So part 1 though, first of all, taking stock of your normal. This can feel like brain damage because maybe your normal is a bit chaotic. Regularly scheduling or attending doctor's visits, mentally operating in emergency mode, having your LO shout at you for this or that, all while trying to work your own job. But I want you to ask yourself these 2 questions. What does your best day look like? And what does your worst day look like? Now put all of that down on paper. You may feel anger and despair, frustration kind of well up, and you may want to cry. Go for it. Honor those emotions, all right? Self-care begins by embracing the season you're in and allowing your emotions to give you a little bit of guidance. Now, before moving on to part 2, you may want to take a quick break, grab a drink of water or wine, followed by a nice deep breath, exhaling out all of those not so good feelings. All right, are you ready? Because it's time for the fun, feel-good stuff. So I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take another deep breath. And I want you to think about what brings you joy. What's something that makes you feel like that superhero? Like you can conquer the world. And I'm not talking about the things you think you should be doing for yourself or something someone else expects to make you happy. I'm talking about the pure, unadulterated things that make you spontaneously smile or chuckle with giddiness. For me, I found that washing my face in the morning makes me feel like I can conquer anything. And gulping down that first glass of water is incredibly satisfying. So is walking around barefoot. And I can't even begin to describe how much watching my rose bushes bloom right now fills my soul. So remember that you are truer than true. Remember that you are you, and that's truer than true. Don't judge what makes you feel like a superhero or makes you smile. Just write it down and marinate in all those feel-good feelings. Now, once you've taken stock, it's time to move on to step 3 and build a plan by picking just 1 or 2 things that you're going to focus on. Because this is where the magic happens. When people often talk about self-care, they mention doing occasional things like get a massage or meet someone for coffee or get away for the weekend. And those are all really fantastic things, all very soul-filling. But instead, let's think about 1 small itty-bitty thing you can do every day that'll make you feel like that superhero, even if it's just for a moment. I want you to take a look at your joyful superhero notes and pick the thing that takes the least amount of time to do and brings the biggest smile to your face. This will be your habit number 1. And then you're going to take a step at your normal day and decide, where can you sneak that pesky little feel-good thing into your day? Most days. If you're feeling bold, you can repeat for a second habit, but then I want you to stop. You'll be tempted to keep going because it feels pretty darn good to be adding little pops of love for yourself into your day. It doesn't mean that you can't do those things. It just means that you're only going to be hyper-focused on the 2. Just 2. Maybe only 1, depending on where you're at. Now, lastly, I want you to grab a calendar and start putting a check mark in each day for each habit that is completed. Your goal is just 80%. That's it, 80%. Perfection doesn't exist. We aren't striving for that. We're striving for 80%. So the key here is to be doing something consistently and celebrating the small victories of each completion. And as you begin to feel successful in the small things, you'll naturally want to do more. It's the positive snowball effect. So there you have it. In just a few steps, you can assure personal self-care even when feeling overwhelmed caring for someone else. Now, if you haven't already, check out the Fit Body Fat Life Caregivers Facebook group, or check me out on Instagram for more love and support. I'll make sure I include the links in the description box. And until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.